Hey, good evening, everybody. Hey, I just wanted to kind of give everybody just a brief rundown of what we got going on. So I know there's a lot of people that's a little bit concerned right now. So I just wanted to kind of jump on here, kind of explain to you guys what we have going on. So there is a new special weather statement out that's going to pertain to Bates, Henry, into Pettis County. Okay, so let's read that together. Doppler radar tracking a thunderstorm near Calhoun, 9 miles northeast of Clinton, moving northeast at 10 miles per hour. Brief funnel clouds will be possible, but not expected to reach the ground. Okay, so of course, if you live in Windsor, Garden City, Layton, Urick, Green Ridge, Calhoun, Creighton, Chehowee, Blairstown, Post Oak, and Hartwell, you may see what everybody has been posting on Subby's Weather Talk. You guys that and they are clearly funnels, but as I mentioned, that they are cold air funnels. Okay, so I posted this picture in our room. And typically, a cold air funnel is associated with the strong low pressure system nearby that has cold air aloft. Now, what's happening is that strong low pressure system nearby, now that is what the remnants of Hurricane Beryl. Okay, it made landfall early this morning on the Texas coast. Now, there also has to have substantial cold air aloft. Now, I'm going to minimize this picture here real quick. And I want you guys to take a look here. You guys see this right here? This line right here? That is a cold front. Behind that cold front is a pocket of colder air. So here we have a very strong low pressure system with cold air aloft. You can have these what's called cold air funnels form. They're usually harmless. They very rarely ever touch down. Okay, so that is now there has been a time or two in history. You guys are searching cold air funnels on Google. There are times where they do touch down and they will create up to like EF0, like 80-mile-an-hour winds at the surface, but very rarely does that happen. Because the National Weather Service had so many reports of these funnels, just like you guys put on our Facebook post, which is fantastic. I'm so glad you guys did. Weather spotters called this in the National Weather Service, let them know what's going on, so they went ahead and issued special weather statements just talking about funnel cloud possible. However, they're not expected to reach the ground. So I know it's a little bit confusing, and it's very eerie when you look out and you see this funnel cloud, and you know I'm not live, and everybody kind of freaks out a little bit, and that's fine, because that would catch myself off guard too, and it caught Nader Boys off guard. Isaac actually called me, but my internet was down. I had 1 bar of service on my phone. Thankfully, Spectrum, at least for me, is back up and running again, so that now I can, actually get on here and explain to you guys what is going on. So, and again, all it takes is just a shallow layer of cold air, which we're getting right behind that cold front, and we need just a bit of wind shear to spin the rising warm air and it's going to be really high up in the clouds. Remember, tornadoes, those typically will form with a wall cloud next to the surface, low to the surface. So, and of course, tornadoes will form along the leading edge of a front, not behind it. So, they're typically harmless. They very, very rarely ever touch down. They can just be a very, very scary thing to look at if you're driving down the road and see it out in the sky. Hi, Kevin. Not right now. Not as bad as what you guys are getting down there in Brinkley, Arkansas. That's for sure. You guys are going to be kind of in the middle of a lot of torrential rainfall and possibility of some severe weather down your way. So we're not. We're just getting some strong thunderstorms associated with the remnants of Beryl, as well as a cold front moving through our area. That's what we've got going on here in West Central Missouri. Hopefully, and this is going to continue, kind of through the day tomorrow till tomorrow night around 8, 9 o'clock, and then finally we'll clear out, and we could be looking at a 7 to 10 day dry stretch. So hopefully we get some good beneficial rains out of this tonight. You bet, Rhonda. And I'm just going to stay on just for a little bit. And again, I did not have a means to be able to go live, and because I really wanted to get out there and explain to everybody before all the panic set in. Actually, Dater Boys called me, and I was kind of dead in the water here. So I'll stay on for a little bit in case somebody should happen to jump in here at a maybe a little bit late, and they're concerned on what they're seeing, because really from Creighton, Urick, Clinton, Windsor, all the way over to Sedalia, you guys may get some small pea-sized hail and a brief cold air funnel. So unfortunately, as you see here in the picture, it's usually short-lived and are often difficult or nearly impossible to detect with weather radar. So, the only thing we're kind of going by on is what you guys are seeing out there on the ground. So that's another reason why it can be a little scary, because nobody is really picking this up on radar, nothing like that. It's just you see somebody post a picture of a funnel cloud, and you instantly get alarmed. So, and again, these things are they happen frequently throughout the year, and again, they're typically harmless. They hardly never reach the ground, and even if they do, it'll be for very, very brief, maybe up to 80-mile-an-hour wind damage, very isolated. But again, that fairly rarely happens. Probably just a couple times over the last few years. So. Oh, great, Misty. Hi, Catherine. Hey, sis. And Derek. Hey, Derek. Derek is over in Bates County, and he's actually a new member of Torcon. That is very exciting. Congratulations on your promotion as well, Derek. So just a little bit of a recap here, guys, for in case those that might have just got on. So a lot of pictures on Subby's Weather Talk. There's been several people report funnel clouds, and They are funnel clouds. However, they are what's called a cold air funnel. So basically, you've got to have a strong low pressure system, and we had that. That's the remnants of Hurricane Burl, and then you got to have some substantial cold air aloft. And we do have that, as we have a cold front that is moving through the area. So behind that cold front, there is a pool up above us at, say, 15,000 feet. We have a pool of cold air. And if you get just enough spin because of wind shear, just enough to be able to create these very high lofted funnel clouds, they very seldom hit the ground. And very rarely do they ever go all the way to the ground. So anyway, it does cause a little bit of concern, a little bit of alarm. National Weather Service went ahead and put this out as a special weather statement, stating that there could be funnel cloud possible, but the impacts are not expected. They are not expected to reach the ground. These are cold air funnels. So just want to make sure everybody's on the same page. There's no need to be alarmed, but it is pretty scary when you look off to your west and you should happen to see a funnel cloud. So I definitely want to jump on here and let everybody know what's going on. Hey Rod, Hot Rod. Hey Lucky. So again, if anybody should happen to get some pictures, I've had several of them come in. A lot of people shared those on our Facebook group, and I do appreciate that. I'm also looking here with 95.3 KDKD. Thank you guys if you are tuning in from 95.3 KDKD's Facebook page, as we are going to be kind of moving most of our live feeds over to KDKD onto their Facebook page. If you watch on Facebook, of course, YouTube and Twitter, they remain the same under Subby's Weather Talk, but we'll kind of go into that here a little bit more in detail as we go through the week. But I wrapped up my first podcast today to tell you about all the exciting new things we have going on. I'm very, very proud of. So hopefully we'll get that out, and I will share the link where you can listen to my first podcast from Radford Media Group. So very excited about that. We got that done today when internet was down. We didn't have nothing else to do, so why not throw together some podcasts? So that's exactly what me and Clay did over at KDKD today. So check this out here. Sprinkles at the station. Hey, Clay. So hopefully everybody is back up and going on Spectrum. I do know there's, and like I said, guys, we are in a very we're so relied on technology and the internet, and it's kind of an evil of its own. We rely on it so much that when it does go down, we're kind of dead in the water. And I've had Spectrum for a long time. It seems like these outages have been a little bit continuing on, a little bit more frequent. And so, of course, I am also one of those ones that are looking forward to fiber. Did sign up early, and maybe that will help eliminate possibility of having these number of outages on the internet. So what's crazy was last year I was losing power all the time. So I get a source where I can back up my power, and then this year it's been all internet outages. So I can't win in the game. I can't ever get caught up, it seems like. Hi, Fred. I did. I did. I am solely dedicated now to the members of Subby's Weather Talk and KDKD FM. Man, that's what a lot of people have been saying, Rose, about how well that the fiber is working out for them. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. Hi, Deborah. Welcome. Stockton Lake. Very popular area to go do some motorboating down there. So again, right now we'll put this into motion here, guys, real quick. And you see that these thunderstorms are kind of forming along that cold front that is pushing through. So they will continue to kind of grow a little bit, kind of spread out a little bit more through the overnight hours, and I'm hoping we get at least a good half inch by tomorrow afternoon. It'd be great if we got more than that, but I'm not. I'm begging here for at least a half inch. I know that the farmers would very much appreciate that because we are going to be going into a very dry stretch after tomorrow night. Right now, there's indications we could see 7 to 10 days of very little moisture, just a couple chances here and there. So we really need to get a good dose of rain tonight throughout west central Missouri. Hey, Jake, man, you're playing at 8:30? Woo! Well, let's see here, buddy. We've got we're about a little over about 4 miles away from playing softball or not playing softball. This line will continue probably to spread throughout west central Missouri, spread a little bit further south as this cold front moves through. So, man, oh man, you might get it started. I don't know if you'll get it finished, big guy. The crazy thing about it is there's not a whole lot of lightning associated with these storms. They're very elevated storms. There's not a whole lot of lightning with them. There is some. And you can play softball in the rain. You just can't play softball in the lightning. So that might prove a little beneficial for you. But boy, that's going to be tough to get the whole game in. Put up runs early. You better believe it. Get through those 4 innings, baby. Get through those 4 innings and have the lead, and you ain't going to have to worry about it. Thanks, Fred. I appreciate it, buddy. I really do. And like I said, 28 years in the ag business, you develop a lot of relationships with the customers, with your coworkers. So it's very, very tough. And matter of fact, because we left a little early from work today there at KDKD because we didn't have any internet. And of course, what do? I stopped by Bidware here in Clinton to see how they're doing and talking with everybody. So I do miss that aspect. I miss that interaction. So, but I'm still going to be around. If you ever get stumped, you can always get a hold of me. So through Spectrum, I get a notification. I got a notification that it's taking longer to correct the outage and that it's going to be 11:30 tonight. About a minute later, my internet come back on, and now I get another message stating that it's been resolved. So, gosh, frustrating. And I know a lot of people are frustrated too. We Just like I think KDKD also, they make the best decision, the fastest, the best quality internet that Clinton has to offer, and there's going to be ups and downs of technology, and you kind of that's why we're very fortunate to be able to have fiber coming into Clinton, get everybody in on the fiber where it's underground. It's not going to be affected by weather. About the only thing that affects fiber is somebody decides to put up a new mailbox and drill through the fiber line. That's about, and it happens. Trust me, it happens. But hopefully we'll have a little bit better stable connection going forward. All right, guys. So again, and like I said, I'm not going to take up much of your time. We're live tonight to kind of explain the situation. Of course, everybody's seen all those pictures on Subby's Weather Talk and posted on social media of funnel clouds, and they were indeed funnel clouds. That is that's definitely something that is the fact. But they are cold air funnels. Okay, kind of like what you see here on the right hand side. It's associated with the strong low pressure system, which we do have it. That is associated with the remnants of Hurricane Beryl, and then a substantial cold air aloft. Okay, so as long as you have just enough wind shear to generate a little bit of a spin of the rising warm air at the surface, which we had, it can produce these very high base funnel clouds that very, very rarely will ever touch down. And actually, it says right here, it's nearly impossible to detect with radar. So you don't have much advance notice of it. You just look off to the west, and all of a sudden, wow, there's a funnel cloud, and it causes you to be alarmed, in which you have every right to. But we want to make sure everybody knew that these are typically harmless, and that we got a cold front right here draped across west central Missouri, and behind that cold front, like from about Windsor over to Urick, Creighton, Garden City, Adrian, there's a possibility behind this cold front that you will see a cold air funnel, and not to be alarmed. It's nothing to be alarmed about. And that, there are some strong storms kind of lined up here, but in that area. So the National Weather Service received so many reports of funnel clouds, they issued a special weather statement, and they talk about funnel clouds are possible. Impacts are not expected. These funnels are not expected to reach the ground, but there are some stronger thunderstorms out there. So none of these are expected to be severe tonight. But they could produce some torrential rainfall, maybe some small pea-sized hail as well, and some gusty winds. But other than that, that's really all we have to be too concerned about for this evening. Hi, Matt. Okay, guys. Well, listen, I'm not going to take up much more of your evening. So, kind of help spread the word. If you start, if you hear somebody or maybe post a picture on social media and start talking about, oh my gosh, there's a funnel cloud. That's one thing we try to do here, and that is to educate so that we can inform, so that everybody's anxiety stays down. So if you should happen to see a post somewhere out there in social media, let them know, hey, this is a cold air funnel. There's nothing to be alarmed about. They're typically harmless, and at least you're educated now, so that you know what those funnel clouds are, and then that way you can do your job and help keeping everybody's nerves from unraveling tonight. At least through dark. After dark, nobody's going to be able to see them. So, anyway, so listen, I'm going to go ahead and end this live stream. And I'm glad internet is coming back up for everybody so we can keep in communication. If anybody has any questions, feel free to throw them out there at me. And again, if you have some cool pictures you want to share, share them. Share them on Subby's Weather Talk. Share them wherever you would like. But make sure that you maybe caption it. Say, hey, a harmless cold air funnel, but cool to look at. And then post it so that we don't cause alarm for people who might not be able to catch this live stream tonight. So everybody have a great Monday night. Stay tuned tomorrow on KDKD 95.3 on our Facebook page, as we're going to have some things rolling out that I think you guys are going to love here in West Central Missouri. So have a great night, guys. We'll be talking to everybody soon.